I thought I'd share my new method for farming rotten flesh, bones, and feathers. I was getting frustrated because I was looking for a way to farm rotten flesh for the farming plots, and the most efficient way that everybody was recommending was just scooping it up off the road, and that was too tedious for me. So I figured out a way to do it quickly and easily, and I will share that with you. I built this cage here. You're going to need a cage or a way to keep yourself safe, some auto turrets, and a vehicle. You can use the gyrocopter or the motorcycle. You can probably use the bicycle and the other stuff too. I like the motorcycle best, but there's a mechanic that during Horde Night, if you're on your motorcycle or your gyrocopter, you get swarmed with vultures. Like, as soon as you hop on the bike, you'll start getting vultures attacking you. Which can be really annoying if you're trying to go somewhere. But if you just want to farm some rotten flesh, it makes things a little convenient. I'll show you. I look in my inventory here. I don't have any rotten flesh or bones or feathers. So we'll see how much we get when we're done, but we get quite a bit. Got a couple times I did this to test it out. I got at least 2 stacks of rotten flesh and 5 or 6 stacks of feathers and a stack or so of bones. In my setup, I'm set up on top of my regular horde base, but I built this beveled wall around the edge because they kept falling off. And then I've got an opening in the cage up there in the middle there, and then there's a doorway over there so that the pathing works. I don't know if that's necessary, but the birds technically can get to me, but they'd have to be very lucky to get in. And I'd like to move around a little bit so that they're not all piling up on top there in one spot. And just kind of roll around on the motorcycle a little bit. Wait for them to finish coming. And then once Horde Night's over, you hop off. And I've got these really thin bars on the bottom of my cage, so I don't have to actually go out. Sometimes you get stuck higher up like that, but got the little opening in the bottom here, and then I put the guns higher up so that you're not getting shot. And come out, you can harvest all these vultures. You can hear the rest of the zombies being shot down below. You want to be elevated a little bit so you're not getting swarmed by the regular zombies while you're trying to do this. Let's see. That looks like all the birds. And I got 4 stacks of feathers and a stack and a half maybe of rotten flesh and a half a stack of bones. Honestly, that's the meagerest haul I've gotten. And I had a little issue. The last 2 times I did this, try and record the video, no birds showed up. And I figured out that for some reason, if you farm it a couple times in the same place, then the birds stop spawning during Horde Night. But I took my gyrocopter out and flew around a little bit, and they started spawning back again. So if you get to the point where you're trying to farm birds and they're not showing up, just go for a little fly or drive around for a bit, and then they'll come back. But like I said, I got a stack and a half of rotten flesh, a bunch of feathers, and a half a stack of bones. That's quite a bit more than you get if you just go try and scoop them up off the road or farm in the different POIs, try and find one that has rotten flesh. like this. This is what people were telling me to look for, and that's given me 7 rotten flesh, but they're few and far between. I mean, you can see all the way down on the road, there was only that one. But you can sit there. I've got the timescale sped up on my server so that one in-game day is about 10 minutes. And so I have horde nights about every 20 minutes or so. And I think the horde night, I think I've got it set to once every 4 days or something. But you can set it, have a couple horde nights, farm some rotten flesh, and then set it back to whatever you had before. And you've got enough rotten flesh to make a bunch of farming plots and farm whatever you need, or make a bunch of arrows, use bones to make glue. But I thought that was a lot easier than wandering around or driving around trying to find deer carcasses on the road. So I thought I'd share. Hope that helps. Gives you a little bit of a helping hand, and hope you enjoy. Thanks.